Our Serum 2 pack has been going absolutely mental in the scene, and I'm gonna show you why you absolutely need it in your arsenal. Not only will it give you the chance to learn all the new game-changing features of Serum 2 from over 250 brand new Serum 2 presets, but Serum 2 has allowed us to create some of the most powerful next-generation drum and bass presets ever released, giving you endless options and inspiration to make massive records. We made sure to include sounds for all modern styles of drum and bass, from nasty jump up and neuro to dance floor jungle and all those more classic sounds of drum and bass. You'll be set with everything you need to thrive in all the modern styles of drum and bass production. So let's jump into the presets so I can show you why you're absolutely missing out if you're not using this game-changing new pack. So an important note that I want to mention before hopping into the presets is the fact that every single one of these presets has been made from the ground up in Serum 2. Absolutely nothing has been repurposed from Serum 1. We're seeing a few other Serum 2 packs pop up online, and you can clearly tell that they've just re-engineered Serum 1 presets into Serum 2. Everything here has been made from the ground up in Serum 2 to make sure you're able to learn all the new features and be able to understand how to use all these new features in your sound design and production in the future. And the first new feature that we're insanely excited about is the clip function within Serum 2. A vast majority of the presets included in the pack all have these individual clips. And essentially what these are is MIDI notes or a piano roll inside of the individual presets to be able to show you how they should be used in context and also show you how you should be utilizing all these new macros, which we're going to talk about in a minute. So I have this preset here. Super sick kind of Belgian jump up sound. And inside of that, in this clip tab here, we have, as you can see, like MIDI. And so what this allows us to do is, like I said, show you how the preset should be used in context, but not only show you what kind of flow or rhythm you should be using it with, but also how you should be automating different things within the preset to achieve something really, really fresh. This is a big area that I find a lot of kind of lower level producers missing out on. And it's a big piece of the puzzle to making an industry standard song that really keeps people hooked, is that you need to automate your sound. And so what we're able to do is add all these automations within Serum itself. So you can see here we have some pitch bending and we have a macro to kind of make this first hit, this one, utilizing the macros that we've added in here and the automation. It makes one sound kind of have a call and response to the rest of the sound. So to be able to use this clip function and also automate all these different macros and automations, it'll really give you a chance to understand how these should be used in context and really levels up the presets. You're also able to really go through the presets and understand, are they going to fit into this idea that I'm working on, and also spark inspiration. So say you're going through presets and you find a preset and a flow that you like and it kind of sparks an idea in your head. You can take the MIDI from this clip and drag it into your to a MIDI channel, and boom, like that, you have the MIDI from this preset in your DAW. So then you can kind of customize it and use that bass flow to, you know, keep ideas going and kind of keep working on your track. So the next thing I want to talk about is the macros. Serum 2 now has 8 different macros, and we really made sure to utilize all those different macros within each preset to essentially make each preset its own like generator in a form. So a vast majority of the presets use a ton of these different macros to give you a ton of different options to customize each one of these sounds past what used to kind of only be really options to customize them within, you know, the oscillators or the FX. Now you can utilize these macros to make that substantially easier and to make every sound really fit your unique idea or your unique track. Plus, you're able to put your own unique twist on them to kind of stand out and differ from anybody else that might have these presets. So if we have this sound, for instance, now with adjusting a few of these macros, we have this sound. So it really kind of allows you to take these sounds and really kind of customize them and make them fit your track and also kind of stand out substantially easier. And honestly, some of these sounds, the things that you can do with these macros will literally make it sound like a completely different sound, and the customization is actually endless with all these different macros. So the next thing is, obviously Serum 2 has 3 different oscillators. Not only that, but it has a ton of different options within 3 oscillators as far as what we can do with them. From sampling and granulizer to spectral, it's insane the things that we're able to now accomplish within Serum 2 without relying on tons of really, really heavy post-processing. And next to that, we have a much more advanced FX section and also a mixer section, which allows us to bus FX and do substantially more advanced post-processing to these sounds. So not only will we be able to dig in and analyze all these different FX racks that we've made and much more advanced post-processing that we've been able to do, we've also included a bunch of different FX racks that you can insert into your own presets. So you have a sound and you're kind of struggling to get the FX right, you can go through all these FX racks we've included. You can also save FX racks straight from this FX section. And what this means is that we can achieve, as I said, much more advanced post-processing techniques and achieve sounds that we weren't able to achieve in Serum alone, now that we have all these crazy FX busing and essentially endless layering of different effects. And one of the styles of drum and bass we've been able to really flex all these new features in is jump up. This sound really required a ton of in-depth and advanced post-processing techniques to get right. We're able to kind of emulate them in Serum 1, but with Serum 2, we're able to really do it correctly and nail these sounds. We're able to achieve these really sick kind of Belgian lasers and sustains. Being able to achieve a sound like that in Serum 1 was incredibly hard, and also was kind of an emulation of the way you're supposed to do it. With all the new effects that they added, the FX bussing, we're able to really nail this style. And that leads us into all these insane jump up presets that we added in here, really flexing how much we can take all these new features and push them to the next level and really nail the sound within Serum 2. Something I want to also mention quickly is that all these sounds that you're hearing have very minimal processing. There's absolutely no processing on any of these sounds. The only thing we're adding is like basic EQ and saturation to make them fit in the mix. All these sounds are what you're going to hear and get out of the box when you get the pack. Not only do we include a ton of those like grotty, really sick, iconic jump up sounds, but we also include a lot of those like melodic motifs and kind of different synths that are becoming really popular with artists like Hedex. And these are kind of a vital part to really making your track stand out past that kind of like just more generic sound. Something that we always do with any presets or sounds that we're working on is we want to make sure they're usable in context. Cool sounding kind of synth or sound is nice, but without being able to actually implement it into your track and have it work in context, you know, it's kind of worthless. And like I said, these project files, which also you'll get access to all the project files that you're seeing in this video, are insanely helpful to understanding how these sounds should be used in context and also kind of knowing that they are able to be used in context. Like I said, we got tons of those insane Belgian lasers and sustains. Tons of nice little brass sounds for those motifs. Tons of insanely sick Reeses for those fills too. Super sick kind of like bubbly basses, Simula style. Like I said, man, this new clip feature literally changes being able to kind of go through presets and understand them. So sick. Super sick kind of frog grotty sounds. Like I said, just having this straight out of the box in Serum is so nuts. So the next sound that we're able to really achieve and kind of push to the next level with this pack is that Neuro sound. This has been a massively popular sound for us at Culture, and we know you guys love it, and we wanted to really take it to the next level. Make sure to flex all those insane new Serum 2 features as well. We have those like nasty Reeses, super gritty rolling bass lines and rollers. It's absolutely insane, and all these presets are super fun to use. Super sick to understand how you can utilize these macros, and this is one of those presets that being able to have all these macros, you can really make crazy sounds out of. Just automate some of the macros and you know, you can come up with sounds like this. Tons of those kind of super sick, kind of distorted like sub-attack stabs. Super sick kind of moving wubby bass lines and stuff too. Like I said, straight out of Serum, like zero processing, it's insane. Of course, some of those more classic sustained basses. Like, bro, this is a single preset. This is a single note press and a single preset. I love this one, man. It's one of my favorites. Once again, literally a single note press. Automation is like a huge part of Neuro, and keeping tracks really interesting as well. And, you know, just being able to automate these different ones and keep your basses and sounds breathing is really sick. So sick to have all these insane automations in here, and this clip function, man, it's like so sick. But yeah, we made sure to go absolutely crazy with Neuro, and this is like barely scratching the surface of all the insane presets we put in there. So not only do we want to include more of those niche specific genres, but we wanted to make sure we covered like a wide range of just more generalized D&B sounds that have really been popping off for the last few years. One of my favorite project files that we included in the pack that this one, and also showcases some of these insane sounds. Like a whole folder of these like super sick kind of wubby sounds. Tons of super sick kind of like sustained Foghorn stuff. Super sick movement on these LFOs and super cool stuff we're able to do. Bunch of cool stuff kind of inspired by those like OG jump up sounds. These foghorns are also insane. Bro, so nuts. So sick to have. I like classic, more grungy, grotty foghorn too. So sick. A single note press is so nuts, man. Literally just tweaking a few of these macros too. These are definitely some of the best foghorns we've put out, and having all the new features of Serum 2 really allowed us to kind of take them to the next level and make them super, super sick and fresh. Another really popular genre for us is Dancefloor, so we want to make sure to include all those iconic Dancefloor sounds as well. We have a bunch of these super, super sick Dancefloor plucks that are super easy to use and sound really solid out of the box as well. And plus, we also included a ton of super, super sick lead synths as well for that classic like Dancefloor melodic sound. Super easy to combine these super sick synths along with these like Dancefloor kind of bass plugs as well and just have really, really solid Dancefloor's ideas going really quick. And these synths we included are also super, super nice for this as well. We really wanted to take it kind of a step further with Serum 2 as well and include some really, really kind of advanced like pads and ambience as well. Allows us to do a bunch of really, really cool resampling and different options with like the granular synthesis and stuff inside of the oscillators. We ended up making a bunch of really, really fun stuff. And then once again, giving you a really good understanding of how you can use these new oscillator options to be able to make really, really cool kind of next generation sounds that are really kind of pushing the envelope of sound design forward. Like, okay, this is one preset with one singular note. This is just literally like an acapella we threw in here, so I'm sure that you can kind of mix and match the different samples and throw different acapellas in here and kind of use these as generators as well. So sick. And of course, to finish it off, a really, really iconic part of every single D&B subgenre there is these massive Reeses, and we've really, really taken it to the next level with Serum 2. Yeah, overall, like I said, this is definitely the most powerful preset pack we've put out so far, and definitely some of the most powerful presets you can find online. Everything I showed here is literally just the tip of the iceberg. There's so many more absolutely insane presets. Like I said, over 250 in this one. We made sure to take every preset to the next level and make sure to show you all those features that we believe are gonna push the boundaries of drum and bass sound design forward. And to be able to have this chance to dive into Serum 2, really understand how the top producers are gonna be using it to push the boundaries of sound design forward is gonna be massive. And to have them this early on after Serum 2 is out is absolutely huge to make sure that you understand all those important concepts. So don't waste any more time. Make sure to go grab this pack. I'll throw a discount code in the pinned comment below, and we hope you all enjoy this one as much as we've enjoyed making all these tunes with it.